Michelangelo was born on March 6th, 1475, in Caprese, Italy. He grew up in Florence, Italy, and became an apprentice at 13 under Ghirlandaio as part of a 3-year apprenticeship. However, after only 1 year, he managed to learn all Ghirlandaio could teach him. Afterward, he was taken under the wing of Lorenzo de' Medici and had access to the Medici art collection. In 1494, Michelangelo left Florence and was later hired to carve 3 marble figures for the tomb of Saint Dominic. In 1496 to 1497, Michelangelo worked on Bacchus. In 1498, the Pietà was commissioned. In 1501, the David was commissioned. Afterward, he worked on various projects until 1508 to 1512, when Pope Julius commissioned the Sistine Chapel ceiling. The Sistine Chapel ceiling depicted 7 prophets and 5 sibyls, 9 scenes from the Genesis, and depictions of Jesus' ancestors. From there, he would work on more various projects. In 1527, he carved Day, Dusk, and Dawn for the Medici Chapel. Afterwards, he began writing poetry. In 1534, Pope Paul III commissioned the Last Judgment for the Sistine Chapel. From there, he would go on to work on various projects. Michelangelo died on February 18th, 1564 in Rome. He was known as a sculptor, painter, architect, and a poet. The creation of Adam is one of the 9 scenes depicted on the Sistine ceiling from the Genesis. It's a fresco painting, which means it was painted with plaster and paint. In it, it shows Adam laying down on a hill who has not yet fully come to life. God, along with a bunch of angels, then swoops down to give him life. In this scene, Adam is reaching out to God, who is reaching over to him. This is where God gives Adam the spark of life. This could mean that Michelangelo believed that God was the one who has the spark of life. This scarf is the only part that's green on God's side of the painting. It's also similar in color to the background of Adam's side. Therefore, Michelangelo could be saying that he believed that God and man were connected. The vehicle that God and the cherubs are traveling in similarly resembles a brain. If this is what Michelangelo intended, then it could be related to the scarf, as in, it's another connection to humanity. The creation of Adam was painted in between 1508 and 1512, when Pope Julius commissioned the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Michelangelo painted it using the fresco style. He used plaster with paint over it. This painting is a depiction of the God creates Adam scene from the Genesis.